the Seadogs podcast.
The shoots. What a goal!
All things Scarborough Athletic FC.
Yes, Will Thornton, the captain.
This is The Coast.
That's a goal, 1-0 for Scarborough.
And hello and welcome to episode 60 of the Seadogs podcast. All things Scarborough Athletic FC, hosted by me, Paddy, Bridlington, lifelong Scarborough fan. What an episode we've got for you. Not only have we got some awesome new production, which you can hear in the background, but we are also speaking to football royalty. Harry Redknapp is on this episode, and we are talking all about Scarborough Athletic. He's on in just a moment. We also speak to Scarborough Athletic's under-13s, who did the Guard of Honour and a penalty shootout at half-time at Borough's latest home victory, and that was against Leamington on Saturday. And we'll preview Borough away at Telford this weekend.
The Seadogs podcast. All things Scarborough Athletic FC.
Great strike though, 2-1 Borough.
This is The Coast.
Thanks for listening. You can get us all over the place. Spotify, Apple, also YouTube, and always at thisisthecoast.co.uk/podcasts. Shall we start then with our guest of honour, Harry Redknapp. Welcome to episode 60 of the Seadogs podcast. How are you?
I'm good, Paddy. I'm good.
So as you can see, my backdrop here is the Advocet stand at Scarborough Sports Village, home of Scarborough Athletic FC. But as we've been discussing off air, Scarborough currently playing their football down the road in Bridlington. But what a story this is. So Scarborough FC were one of a number of clubs actually to go bust back in 2007. New club were formed without a stadium, had to play their games for many years 20 miles down the road in Bridlington. Back to Scarborough in 2018 with a new stadium owned by the council. And in the last year, the pitches need relaying because it's an artificial pitch, and they found all sorts of problems. So suddenly, the club, who've got promotion after promotion, now in National League North, faced a real disaster and are now back playing football 20 miles down the road in Bridlington again. But despite that, they're having their best season since the new club formed and are currently second in National League North, which is, what a story that is.
What's the problem with the pitch then?
They found some deep issues underneath it with the drainage. And work hasn't started yet, but we are assured that Scarborough will be back in Scarborough for the start of next season. It's a lovely, lovely ground, but just an unplayable pitch at the minute.
Yeah, that's a shame. I mean, it's the hub of the community, isn't it? You know, you need the football team. It's so sad when you see Morecambe recently struggling, and they've survived, but the ownership was a problem. And there's clubs like that all over the country at the moment. Even clubs like Sheffield Wednesday, a massive football club, have got big problems with ownership and whatever. It's just sad when it happens.
And in that respect, we are so lucky that we are a fan-owned club, and the club is being run so well by those in charge, the board of directors. It's just a shame that this is happening, something that's out of the club's control that puts the future of the club at risk. And another side to this is that, of course, inevitably, numbers of fans attending Scarborough's home games in Bridlington have dropped. Yet the club are doing all they can on the pitch. So it's so important, isn't it, that this club is doing so well on the pitch, managed by Jonathan Greening, the former West Brom player, who's actually a local lad as well.
He was a good player, Jonathan. Good footballer.
And he's proven himself to be a good manager as well.
I always thought he was a very, very good player. I really did. I think I tried to sign him at one time. Always struck me as being I always thought he was very good.
Well, it's his first go at being a manager, and because he's from Scarborough, that passion is in there as well. It's difficult, isn't it? Because again, they just need more fans to come through the door. So obviously, your message to fans is go and support them, because otherwise there might not be a team to support next season, and they might have got promoted.
No, support. I mean, don't wait until we end up in a situation where they're going out of business and then suddenly jump on and keep supporting them now. And if the team are going well, it's worth making that trip. I know it's 20 miles and getting to Bridlington's not probably, but it's well worth it. If the club needs your support, the players need your support, and if Jonathan's doing a good job there, get behind him. Who knows where he can take you? Take you back into the Football League one day eventually, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. That would be great. Yeah. Well, thanks for asking about Scarborough. Appreciate that. You've done a bit of dabbling, haven't you, with football at that level? I keep seeing your videos popping up when you were helping the worst club in the country. How was that experience then?
It was good. I went down and just managed a team, Cum Albion in near Swansea. That was an interesting one. And we had some fun. I mean, I remember, when I first turned up, Danny, the manager, he knows they've got somebody coming in. They've won this competition to get an ex-Premier or a ex-Premier League manager to come and help the team for the rest of the season. And when he came in and got introduced, they said, "Danny, you can't believe you got Harry Redknapp coming to help you." And he went, "Oh," he said, "I was hoping it was going to be Brendan Rodgers." That's all I needed, Thanks, Danny. But no, it was all right. We had a good laugh, and we won the last game of the season. I mean, it wasn't a setup either. We were 2-1 down with minutes to play, and we hit 2 shots there. I mean, unbelievable, 30-yarder right in off the crossbar, and then a last-minute winner. So it was great. We actually got a win. So that was great fun, I've enjoyed it. I've done it, say, 2 years now. And, yeah, it's great. I got as excited getting a win there as I would have done if I was managing a Premier. I was jumping about on the touchline and really getting into it. And that to actually get a result is, we started off losing 15-0 and 14-0, and finally we clawed a result out. It was brilliant.
Yeah, that's good. And of course, you'll see that gulf in football getting bigger and bigger all the time, won't you? And it's funny how some fans are really put off, watching Premier League teams now, and now coming back to maybe a more local side because they get a more authentic, experience.
Absolutely. I go. I love it. I go and watch. Last week I've been down to I've been to Dorchester, Wimborne, Hamworthy, Pooltown, all the teams around here. It's when Bournemouth are not playing. Most weeks, if Bournemouth are at home, I buy me season tickets. I tend to go there. But if they're not at home or a midweek game, I love it. I love going to watch a bit of non-league football. It's great, the atmosphere, and, the people go there, they love it, and everybody's grafting for their team. And it's got a real good old-fashioned feel about it. I enjoy it. Last year I went down, it's not non-league, but I went to Wickham and Wickham Wanderers, watched a game there. I watched Bristol Rovers play there one night. Really enjoyed it. It's more to football than just Premier League football. And, I think a lot of the players in the lower divisions and the people that run the clubs, they probably care more about their club than what a lot of people do in the Premier League, to be honest. I do tend to get a feeling now that a lot of Premier League players, they come and go, they know nothing about the club. And I was with a couple of ex-footballers yesterday at a golf day, and we were talking, and they were saying that probably the players now, they will go back to the club where they're ambassadors, and the first team, the players now don't even know they are. Yeah. They were proper players for the club.
Yeah, and I look at Scarborough or other teams like Bridlington Town, Whitby Town. The players having a drink with the fans in the bar afterwards. And it's that connection, isn't it? Yeah, which is great.
That is what it was. That was how it was in them days. I remember coming up when I managed Bournemouth. Even, we had a game we played Darlington and York away. We were at York on a Wednesday night and Darlington away on a Saturday. Now, they're 2 long journeys, obviously. And I went to the chairman and said, "Look, can we stay overnight, chairman, or stay up there for 3 days or whatever? It's time we get back after Wednesday night, back from York. It'll be 4 o'clock in the morning. We've got to go back up again on Friday to Darlington." He said, "Well, Harry, we can't afford it. With the time we pay for the coach." Anyway, me and my assistant, we ended up hiring 2 minibuses. And I'm talking about cheap minibuses from a local firm. They were green, horrible old minibuses. And we found a couple of guest houses in York in the same road. We could get 3 in one room, 3 in another room, bunk bed here. And we took like 14 players. Back in them days, you only had 1 sub anyway. We took a squad of 14 with us for the 2 games, hoping we didn't get any injuries. And we had the best time ever. We won both games, and we sung all the way back from Darlington on the Saturday in the car. Stopped and got fish and chips on the way home. Different world,
Yeah.
And when we turned up, the bloke on the gate, we went, "Hello, mate, we're Bournemouth Football Club." He went, "Oh, yeah." He thought we was having that. He thought we were punter fans. He didn't realise we was the team.
Yeah, well, I remember Neil Warnock used to bring his teams up to Scarborough to train on the beach. And he was a former Scarborough manager, so he knew it well. And we used to watch these teams, training on the beach. Great. Now I can see your lovely home behind you. It looks fantastic there. Here, I've got a backdrop, which is my favourite, beloved Scarborough Athletic. But if I turned the backdrop off, you would actually see some wallpaper, which is crumbling on the back. Now, I am really rubbish when it comes to DIY. I had a bit of roof damage a little while ago. Am I right in thinking that you are doing some renovating at the moment? Are you a dab hand at DIY?
I'm absolutely useless.
Oh, okay. I won't ask for any tips then.
It's not. We're building. It's not renovation. Actually, we're building a new house.
Oh, okay, a new house.
We bought a plot, just a flattened. There was old house on it, and the people who owned it before knocked it down. We're going to build a new house, and then change their mind and move somewhere. And then I bought this piece of land off them to build a house, and that's what we've been doing. It's been 2 years, but my motto is if a job's worth doing, get somebody to do it who knows what they're doing.
Right. Okay.
And that is how I am. I'm useless. I mean, I can't even change a plug. I'll be truthful with you.
Me too.
And I'm no use at all. I don't go round and tell the builder what to do because I don't know what I'm doing. I hate it's like me being a football manager. Someone's coming up telling me what you should be doing, picking the team and all, and they ain't got a clue what they're talking about. So I don't tend to interfere. I just let them get on with it. And it's been great. They've used Unibond and got involved with them and your sustainability, which is very important. And the boy who built the house is very much into that. His building company. And so it's all gone well.
Yeah, I saw a survey. Almost half of UK homeowners are actually planning renovation work in the next couple of years. Even major football clubs are undertaking greener refurbishments of their stadiums as well. And you mentioned Unibond there. I know they've got this new recyclable cartridge designed for sealants that has been cutting plastic waste by over 50%, which is great. And it's great to see that is being put at use at your new build as well. It's good to speak to another man who can't change a sort of plug out as well. I thought I was the only one.
No, I leave it to I leave it to people who know what they're talking about. There's nothing worse than getting into conversations and talking to people about something you know nothing about. I have it every day with football, don't I? I have people come up to me and talk, listen, everyone's got an opinion, they're all entitled to it. But, over the years, you do have to listen to some rubbish from people who've got ideas about what you should be doing,
Yeah. So is it the same area then where you're building this new house?
Yeah, only 5 minutes away.
Yeah.
We've been down here. I moved down here in 1972, me and my wife. We came down to Bournemouth. I was a player at West Ham and got transferred to Bournemouth back in 1972. John Bond was a manager. I played with John at West Ham. He was a senior player when I was a very young player. And I played with him at the end of his career. And then he ended up managing Bournemouth and he came and signed me and I came there. We've never moved. I've been obviously went to America. We went to America and played for 4 years, but kept the house here. This was home. We'd never moved away from this area.
Yeah, it's a lovely coastline, a bit like what we've got here on the Yorkshire coast as well. What else are you up to at the moment then? Obviously, you famously won I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. So I feel that there's a mixture of still being involved in football. You can't turn that off, but also just other things too.
Yeah, I'm not involved as such in football. I go to watch. I buy me season tickets, and I go to Bournemouth every home game or most home games when I can, which is great. I mean, Bournemouth are fantastic. The football, it's just been an incredible story. A club that was 100 years, never been out of Division 3 or 4, and I took them into the Championship when I was manager. We went through the divisions. I thought no one would ever do that again. Well, now, since then, Eddie came in, Eddie Howe, and took them into the Premier, which was unbelievable. And now the manager now and the team now, the football they're playing, it's fantastic to watch. It really is. The work and the way they press and the energy they play with and the ability, they're superb. And they sold 3 players this year to, the left back went to Liverpool, the 2 centre-halves, one went to Real Madrid. 19 years of age, he's a Spanish centre-half. He'll be the best centre-half in Europe for sure. And the other centre-half went to PSG, who were Champions League winners last year. And they've gone, and yet the team is still winning and still turning in incredible performances. The recruitment's been amazing.
Well, it's been a pleasure speaking to you, Harry. Thank you so much for your time.
Back to Scarborough, following you, and I want to see you get through that division and come out and get back into the Football League would be amazing.
It would, wouldn't it? And obviously, any time you're up this way, you are, of course, more than invited. I do the commentary for Scarborough, so it's mixing work with pleasure, a bit like yourself, really. And I get to watch football games and commentate, doing the radio stuff. It's two great loves in one, so it's wonderful. So do come along. You'd be guest of honour, I'm sure.
If I'm working up that way, I do theatre shows, and I do tend to slap all over the country. I do go to all different. So if I'm up that way sometime, I'll give you a shout. I'd love to come to a game.
Please do. All right, thanks for your time. And all the best with the rebuild of the home.
I know. I think my missus is round there now. She's got one of them hard hats on. She's up the ladder at the moment doing whatever. No, she's not really. She's making me a cup of tea, yeah.
All right, Harry, all the best. Thanks very much for your time.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Cheers. Thank you.
Bye.
Harry Redknapp there on the Seadogs podcast.
The Seadogs podcast.
And there will be a video of that interview going on the This Is The Coast YouTube channel as soon as possible. But do what Harry Redknapp says. Get to Bridlington, back the borough, support Jono, who is doing a great job, support the players. Let's have a season to remember, and let's get Scarborough Athletic into the Football League, where Harry Redknapp says we belong. And who's to argue with Harry Redknapp? Now, the under-13s had a guard of honour for Scarborough Athletics' first team on Saturday in the home 2-0 win against Leamington. They then took some penalties at half-time just before kick-off. I had a chat with them.
Scarborough Athletic!
Right, OK, let's get some names then. Whoever wants to talk, give us your names.
Caden, Archie, Ed, Jack, Harry, Josh, Joey, Henry.
Anyone else?
I've already said my name.
Right. OK, what you're in your full Scarborough kit. What are you doing today?
Guard of Honour. We're doing the Guard of Honour.
All right. I thought maybe you guys were going to be playing the game today. No?
I wish.
Yeah, you wish. Yeah. So Guard of Honour. So have you worked out who's going to stand which side?
No, not yet.
All right. OK. And have you done it before here?
Yeah. Not here, but at the
in
ground.
Scarborough. Yeah. And so how's it going so far this season for you guys then right now?
All right, yeah.
All right.
First game, first win.
Right, so how many games you played?
One.
Just one?
Yeah. We had a group stage, but then we had our first league game and we've won it.
Right, okay, so how did you get on then? Just tell us how you won.
8-2.
That's not bad, is it? Not bad at all?
No, we're taking penalties at half-time.
You're taking penalties at half-time today? Brilliant. Are you going to be at that end?
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, who's going in goal for that then?
Me.
Oh, that would make sense because you're the goalkeeper, aren't you? And you're a goalkeeper too, yeah? You're going to take it in turns, are you, to go in goal? Probably, yeah. Nice one. And who's going for top bins then with these penalties, yeah? I'm just giving it away. You know where they're going to go for now, don't you? So, how long have you guys been playing for Scarborough then?
I started at under 9s, I think. Under 7s. I started at under 10s or under 11s. I started at under 7s. Under 11s. Under 9s.
Joined the season.
You joined the season, okay. So what were you guys doing before?
Played for Farley before, and then we've joined Scarborough. We still play for both.
Nice.
We used to play for a JPL team called Pickerham.
Yeah. Great. And what are your score predictions today, guys?
3-2. 3-1. 6-0 Borough. 10-0. 6-7-0.
Right, we'll see who's right. Thank you guys. Cheers for that. Oh, so much energy. And they were fantastic doing the Guard of Honour and great at the penalty shootout at half-time as well. A great experience for them. Couldn't hear the correct prediction. They were very confident that Scarborough were going to win, and indeed they did. They beat Leamington by 2-0, of course, in that match. And afterwards, I caught up with Jono Greening, Scarborough's manager for Scarborough Athletic FC TV. Asked him about the performance, and also asked him about the performance. You can, of course, see that on YouTube, on the Scarborough Athletic channel and on social media, but also asked him about the fact that we'd got over 1,000 for a home match for the first time this season, nearly 1,100 in fact, and a bit about Telford away this Saturday.
Absolutely delighted that we've got over 1,000. I think the boys have deserved that probably from day one here, from our first home game. The performances we've been putting in have been very, very good. We play entertaining stuff, we play possession-based football, but with an attacking threat, and we're looking really good. But listen, you can't get too excited. You've got to take each week as it comes and each game as it comes, and try and put on your best performance every time you step out over that white line.
But finally, Telford, a great place to go watch football and play football. It's a lovely ground. They're quite low down in the league, so again, no reason why we can't go on there and be favourites to win and get another 3 points.
Yeah, but listen, there's no easy game in this league. I know it's a cliche, but there isn't, and we know it's a difficult place to go. I think they've won today 5 or 6-0 against Darlington. So if they're scoring that amount of goals against a top team like Darlington, then we know it's not going to be easy. So we need to do what we've done since pre-season. Is just keep working away, train really well, and concentrate on the performance. And if we can go down there and put a good performance on, hopefully we should get a result.
Scarborough Athletic manager Jono Greening speaking to me after the match against Leamington. So Scarborough got a couple of tough away games now, visiting Telford on Saturday, as we were talking about there. Telford are in 20th position, having won 2, drawn 3 and lost 5 from their 10 matches. They've scored 13, they've conceded 17 and they've got 9 points. But they did have that very big win, 6-0 against Darlington in the FA Cup, so they will no doubt be buoyed from that. But of course, Scarborough really in form at the moment, played 11, won 8, drawn 2 and lost 1. And of course, we've got another very tough match away at league leaders South Shields, the only team above Scarborough at the time of recording, and that is away on Tuesday night. In fact, South Shields haven't lost a single game so far in the league season. They've won 8, drawn 2 from their 10 matches, level on points with Scarborough on 26 points. Valley Bar Seadogs will be organising your away day travel, and all the info on the upcoming away matches is at scarboroughAthletic.com. Well, that is it for episode 60 of the Seadogs podcast, all things Scarborough Athletic FC. My huge thanks to Harry Redknapp for joining me and talking all things Borough on the pod this episode. Like I say, there will be a video version of that interview going on the This Is The Coast YouTube channel, and we'll post out when that video is live. Thank you so much for listening, and good luck to the Seadogs on Saturday. If you can't make the game, we have full match commentary on This Is The Coast Extra, thisisthecoast.co.uk/extra, and also you can ask your smart speaker to play This Is The Coast Extra, so get your Alexas to do that, or you can listen direct on the This Is The Coast app. Just switch station to Extra, and we'll see you on episode 61.
The Seadogs podcast.
This is the coast.